Ladies and gentlemen, who is the problem at Manchester United? Being honest with you, I'm just gonna be straight up with you. It's not a manager problem. Being honest with you, the number one problem in this team is Bruno Fernandes. I'm going to be honest with you. He has too much power in that Manchester United locker room and in that team. Now, I'm not a Manchester United fan in any way or shape or form, but from what I've been seeing, this man is one of the leaders. I'm not saying he's the sole problem. There's other problems as well in the club, but he's one of the players that gotta go. I've been saying it. I said this Manchester United needs to do a revamp. When I mean a revamp, they need to do a revamp, and they should build around Kobe Mano. That's what I said. When I said players like Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho, players like Bruno had to go to bring other players in. And them getting an offer for Bruno for 100 million and did not let Bruno go was a huge mistake. Because being honest with you, if Bruno left, would United be still in that problem? Most likely not. Ladies and gentlemen, here's why. A couple years ago, who was manager? I think Ole was manager. Bruno got a pen. Ronaldo was there as well. Bruno got a pen. What was it when Ten Hag was there? And Ronaldo got a pen. He didn't take it against Aston Villa. And Bruno skies that pen. Y'all know Bruno doesn't usually go for power in pens. And that, I said it. I was like, yeah, Bruno just doesn't like the manager. The team is not going to fight for the manager. And Bruno's doing everything in the locker room for the team not to fight for the manager to get fired. It's like Bruno doesn't like any of these managers. If he doesn't like a manager, he's gonna find a way to for the manager to leave. Not only Bruno United, a lot of players as well. There's a lot of players, if they don't like the way the manager train, blah this, blah that, they're gonna find a way for the manager to go. And we've been seeing that Man United for many years. And now Ruben Amorim, we could see that a lot of players in the locker room don't like him, the way he trains, the way he does stuff. But Bruno again shouldn't be missing that pen the other day against Fulham. Bruno missed that pen on purpose. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Bruno missed that pen on purpose. One of the reasons he missed it on purpose is because he doesn't like Ruben Amorim. He doesn't like his system. He doesn't like where he's playing in the team, and he's just trying to get the man out to get a manager, hopefully that he likes, that's gonna suit his level. And this is not a one-man team. This is not a players team. This is a football team. And for United to work, players like Bruno, a lot of the Garnacho just left. Players like Bruno, these kind of players need to go. And I feel like it needs to start with Bruno Fernandes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's simple as it is. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Yeah, but 1 second. Give me a sec. But like I was saying, players like Bruno gotta go, ladies and gentlemen. And it's simple as it is. Once again, this weekend, I'm watching Bruno. That goal that United conceded, that was Bruno's man. Bruno didn't track that. He's just walking around. He was mad the whole game. What are you mad for? You're a captain of Manchester United, a football team. You're on the pitch. You're getting paid thousands, millions a year. It's for you to do your job. It's not for you to walk around you're mad or this and this is going on. If you have something personal going on in your life, that's different. But for you to miss that pen, if you're not able to take that pen, give somebody else. Let somebody else take it. And Bruno could have taken it. Cunha could have taken it. There's multiple other players in that team that could have taken a pen. And ladies and gentlemen, they did it. And then against Grimsby Town. Yes, he didn't start against Grimsby Town. United is just bad. That's what I'm saying. It's not only Bruno in this team. It's a combination of players that doesn't want to be at the club or they don't like the manager. So they're doing everything in their power. And ladies and gentlemen, we're still against Grimsby Town. United should have lost 3-4-0 against Grimsby Town. Simple as it is. They went to pen. They still lost in pens. But the fact that you go 2-0 down to Grimsby Town, and if you came back and you won that game in pens or whatever, you should still sit a bit ashamed of yourself, Manchester United. Because for your standards, going 2-0 down to Grimsby Town is not it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, like I said, I'm not a Manchester United fan in no way, shape, or form, but this is not funny no more. It is not funny no more. At the end of the day, it's a football club. Ladies and gentlemen, being honest with y'all, United needs to do a revamp. When I mean a revamp, players need to go. They need to bring new players in. I'm liking the new looks of Mbeumo, Cunha. Give Sesko time, he'll probably be good again. But like I said, they need a number 8. They need another midfielder. Players like Bruno cannot play that position. And I think it's time for Bruno. I think it's time for Bruno, ladies and gentlemen, to go. Being honest with you, I think it's time for Bruno to go. You guys should have accepted that 100 million offer that you got for Bruno. And simple as it is, you guys took the offer. You guys could have got Baliba. You guys could have got a new midfielder, a new DM. But a position that you guys needed to fix. But you guys decided to keep Bruno, thinking he's bigger than the club. Or if you guys keeping Bruno, just tell him, you're not going to be a starting player. You're good. You're going to have to work for a spot in the team. And right now, Cunha and Mbuemo are ahead of you. They're giving better inputs. They're showing more work. They're showing more work. Bruno is lazy. This whole United side is lazy. Yes, I'm coming at Bruno alone because he's one of the captains in this team. But ladies and gentlemen, the whole team is lazy. Whole Manchester United is lazy, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand it. And people keep saying, Amorina. How many managers? How many managers you guys gonna get out before you guys realize it's not a manager problem? You guys went to Jose, you wanted them out. Ten Hag, you guys wanted them out. How many managers you guys are gonna go through before you guys realize that it's not a manager problem? That it's not a manager problem. It's a player's problem. Players like Bruno is ruining the club. He did it again, like I said again. I'm gonna bring it back again. That pen that he missed against Aston Villa a couple years ago. It's not because Bruno wanted. It's not because Bruno missed that pen. He wanted to miss that pen to send a statement to the manager that we don't want you here. And what he did over the weekend against Fulham is showing that we don't want you here. We don't like you as a manager. I don't like what you're playing me. I don't like the way you're making us train. If we want you out, and we're doing everything in our power for us to kick you out. And it starts with Bruno. It starts with Bruno. Nobody has more power in that locker room. No other player has more power in that locker room than Bruno Fernandes. He's the captain. He's the captain. He can get into players' heads, ladies and gentlemen. He has too much power in this team. And until United fans realize that and they start letting players and they start staying, we're sticking with the manager and they start selling these players, United start selling players, this club will never get fixed. You guys will never see your team come back to the team that it was before in the good old days. It's simple as it is, ladies and gentlemen. This United side is scary. I made fun of it, but it's there's nothing fun for me to make out about it anymore. Because it's the same thing again. You guys gonna finish 16th, 17th, maybe get relegated this season if you guys keep playing like this. Because if you guys can't be the fourth division side, ladies and gentlemen, who do you guys expect to go beat Liverpool at Anfield, beat Spurs at home, beat Arsenal? You guys already lost to Arsenal at home. You guys expect to go beat Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge? You guys expect us to come to our own backyard city at the Etihad and beat us? No. You're getting smoked left, right, and center. As simple as it is. That 7-0 wasn't enough. That 7-0 wasn't a wake-up call. Wasn't that a wake-up call? Is this the wake-up call for United fans now? It's crazy to me that United fans keep saying, we're not moving out. It's not a manager problem. It's simple as it is. It's a player's problem in the club. They don't like a manager after 2 weeks, so what they do is they're not gonna perform because they think they're bigger than the club. Simple as it is. This is the honest truth, United fans. This is the honest truth. There's nothing else to it. If you guys want a better club, man, better result, gotta start dashing players. Now you guys gonna go a full season with these sets of players because you guys failed to get these players out during the transfer window. Yes, I think you can still get these players out, but who are you gonna bring in now? So you're stuck with these players for one more year. One more year, you guys are gonna have to suffer this year, and then next year or whatever year these players decide to leave, ladies and gentlemen, you guys do that. Simple as it is, man. I feel bad for you, United fans. Keep your heads up, but this gotta stop, man. This has been your boy Kevin 26. Like I'm not a United fan. I'm just giving my opinion and stuff. I'm gonna see you in the next one. I love you and peace out, man. Come on.